From WWL TV, the spirit of Louisiana. This is Louisiana's news leader, Channel 4's Eyewitness Morning News.
It's been 125 years since the Hotel Monteleone opened its doors in the French Quarter, and since that time it's become a huge landmark in the city. The famous circle bar, carousel bar, all kinds of things there. This morning, Andrea Thornton is joining us with a celebration about this year and the release of a new book. In fact, that's the only copy you have.
This is the one and only, the new history book. We should have them all in on Friday. And
is that put out by the Monteleone family, or who's?
Yes, the research was done by William Reeves at Tulane, and then we had it written by Jenny Adams, who's native to New Orleans but lives in Birmingham now.
And there are a lot of old buildings in town, but this is a very special building because, and a lot of it's tied in with local politics. It was kind of the place to go.
Absolutely.
And to see and be seen.
Absolutely. Politicians truly believed through the years that if they did not have their campaign headquarters at the Monteleone, they wouldn't win. That goes back to Earl Long, Huey Long.
Edward followed that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, it was almost every governor had
it. And so give us a bit of history about the Monteleone, because I mean we all know the hotel, but
sure.
But a lot of people don't really know the story behind it.
Well, and that's why we're going to have this series of legacy luncheons so that we can really enlighten the local people as well as our guests as to, you know, the history of the Monteleone. But it was built in 1880. I mean, it was bought in 1886 by Antonio Monteleone, and he was a shoemaker across the street, and he realized he needed a place for his guests or his salespeople coming in to stay. So he purchased the commercial hotel.
And then it was how many rooms? It
was then 17 rooms.
Really?
Yes.
And so over the years, it just grew and grew and grew.
Yes. Basically, I mean, it's been in the Monteleone family for 4 generations, and almost each generation has added like 200 rooms. That's the brief description of it, but there's more detail in the book.
And now, how long has the carousel bar been in there?
The carousel bar celebrated its 60th anniversary 2 years ago.
Yeah, and then one thing when you walk in the lobby, you see that magnificent grandfather's clock.
It's fabulous, and the same year, the clock was 100 years old, so it's 102, and the carousel 62. Lots and lots of history, anecdotes about special people that have stayed there, etc. But we're going to have a book signing on Tuesday next week, on February the 8th at 10 a.m. in the lobby.
So it'll be the week after, yeah?
Yes, next week. And champagne will be served. And then following that, we're going to have a legacy luncheon. And we have a wonderful panel that's made up of historians and the author of the book, etc., that will discuss the literary history of New Orleans. That's one of a series of luncheons.
And the building's historic, but the people who have been through those doors is really part of the history, a big part of it.
The people that have been through the doors are the history, and the people who work there. We have a lot of employees that have been there 50 years, 40 years.
And in the 70s, the Monteleones put a house on top of the hotel.
Yes, they did.
Which is really kind of cool. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that, but there's a big house on top of the Monteleone Hotel.
Absolutely. It really resembles like an Italian villa.
Do the Monteleones still live there?
That when they come, that's where they stay,
I'll be darned. Okay.
Yes.
And then Edwin Edwards is coming back to the Monteleone.
Yes, he is. July 30th, we'll do a birthday party for him. The arrangements right now are very tenuous and shifting, but I think by May we'll have the arrangements settled up.
That may cause a little news. Anyway, the Hotel Monteleone History Book launch is next Tuesday, February the 8th. So that's a week from today, 10:30 in the morning. There'll be a book signing at the hotel. If you'd like more information or to make reservations for the launch party, you can call the number on the screen, 681-4452, or as always, go to our website, WWLTV.com, click on links on 4.